when I was in London and I was trying for years and years, I could feel my alcohol issues were getting worse and worse. I was seeing every expert therapist under the sun doing different forms of therapy, different forms of talking therapy, CBT, support groups, and everything. And I was digging for a trauma that wasn't there because that's what I was told I should do. To fix the problem, you need to fix the trauma. Like I say, trauma can absolutely be, a triggering thing to lead to the learned behaviour. But I was I was exploring not being a very happy teenager. I wasn't a very happy teenager, and could be called trauma through that. I'm not sure, but I was digging, thinking there's something that I don't know about that I'm not getting out here. But I was spending the same. I was spending years not hitting my head against a brick wall because there was nothing further into it. There was nothing I needed to investigate. And when I got through the neurological side of the Sinclair method and I was feeling in control, it all became, you get clarity and it all became clear, like, oh, no, I'm all right. As in, I don't need to explore anything. Some people do, and that can be tricky. It can expose other things that might be wrong, and that might be the old trauma, or about mental health. It might be a marital problem where they think alcohol is the reason why they're not getting on, but then you take the alcohol away and there's still problems there, and there's all those kind of things. um and I do feel for people, because we're so encouraging to say get through the neurological part as soon as we can. In that point, we'll work on habits, behaviors, your triggers, building a kind of new life around alcohol. But they can feel still very stuck at that stage, so they're like, what, why aren't I feeling anything? And that can be emotional issues that kind of need looking at. And I suppose that's the point where we'll step in and say, have you thought about kind of doing something different? But I always, and I used to worry about this when I first became a coach. Maybe I'd get someone 4, 5, 6 months in and they were still struggling. But with more and more experience, I've realised that trust that the neurological side is done. It might not always be obvious for months. You might be having a really crap year or dealing with some kind of stress. Whenever that stress dies down and life gets better, it will kick in. And I used to worry about that, telling clients that, but I've seen it happen so many times now where it's just a bit of a waiting game for some people. Just so many people react to it differently, right?